Mental toughness is one of those things that coaches are looking for in players. So how do you show off your mental toughness, especially during tryouts or at the beginning of the season as your coach is evaluating you and your teammates? Well, today I'm going to share a subtle thing that coaches look for in players that can help you stand out. Let's jump in and discuss. Welcome back to Hard Smart Together. I'm Coach Dave. I'm here every week to help basketball players become the smart, confident players that coaches love. So, one of the things that coaches get frustrated with, and they hear kind of constantly, is that they have favorites. That they have favorites in the program, favorites on the team, okay? And, you know, on this channel, I like to share with all you high school basketball players out there, the truth, especially the truth kind of behind the scenes on how a coach views players, okay? And I am here to tell you, yes, coaches have favorites, but it is not for the reasons that most players think they have favorites. In fact, one of the things that makes players a coach's favorite is a player with mental toughness, okay? And you might be saying to yourself, well, how do I show off my mental toughness? That's what we're gonna talk about today, okay? Because it's subtle things that you can do to show off mental toughness, and yes, even you can become one of your coach's favorites on the team, okay? And especially here at the beginning of the season, going through tryouts, the beginning of the basketball season, you want to kick off the season right. You want to start off on the right foot and become one of those favorites of your coach. And you have it within your power in order to do that. So, before I get started in sharing some subtle things that you can do to show off your mental toughness, I always like to give you a free gift just for listening in, just for joining me today. So if you haven't already downloaded the 8 intangible skills that coaches love to see in players, and this is a great checklist, a great reminder list for things that you should be showing off during your tryouts and during the beginning of the season as well. But if you haven't already downloaded that, I'll put a link in the description below, or you can simply go to hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles, and I'll be sure to get you that free checklist. Okay. So mental toughness, how do you show it off? First, let's talk about kind of an attitude you need to have in order to show off your mental toughness. Because you might be mentally tough, but you might not be showing it to your coach. And this is, you know, some subtle things you can do to show it off to your coach. So one, you need to exude an attitude of you cannot make things tough enough for me. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead, referees. Go ahead, other team that we're playing. You go ahead and make things absolutely as tough as possible because you can't make things tough enough for me, okay? Examples of that. You know, practice so early in the morning, coaches having us come, 6 a.m. for practice. You can't. Go ahead, bring it on. I'm tough enough. Bring on that early practice. Oh, coach is holding us over in practice. We're running a half an hour after we were supposed to get out of here. Bring it on. I'm so tough. You can't make things tough enough for me. Coach is upset at us because maybe we haven't been, playing hard enough, or, maybe we just need some conditioning and we're running liner after liner after liner. Go ahead, bring it on. Because you cannot make things tough enough for me. This is an attitude that you have to come into the gym with, okay? You're playing on an away court and the court's slippery. It seems like they haven't cleaned their court or dusted their court in years. It's a slippery court. Bring it on. Can't make things tough enough for me. The gym's cold. Bring it on. The referees are making bad calls. We're getting homered this game. Bring it on. You can't make things tough enough for me. And so you have to have that attitude in all those situations which are hard, okay? And if it's hard for everybody on your team, if it's hard for everybody in the gym, you're going to stand out when you have that attitude. So having that attitude is the first step, is you just can't make things tough enough for me because I'm so mentally tough. How do you show it off? Well, one way is you show it off with your body language, okay? You can see that coaches can see the difference in body language from mentally tough players and not so mentally tough players, okay? You see it when, hey, get on the line, we're gonna run liners. The players that, sure, I'm up, I'm ready to go. Let's go, because you can't make it tough enough on me, versus the players that slump their shoulders. Oh, another liner. Oh, we got to be here. You come dragging in at the 6 a.m. practice. You drag into the gym. You're slow about putting on your gear. You're just dragging because it's 6 a.m. versus the player that gets there early, gets their stuff together, and is sitting there doing some warm-ups and getting ready to start practice. Just the body language that players have. You can't hang your head. You can't sigh every time something tough comes. Oh, another bad call. You can't mumble things under your breath, okay? These are just body language signs that coaches pick up on, okay? That say, that's not such a mentally tough player. And if you want to be a coach's favorite, be mentally tough. You can't make things tough enough for me. I'm going to show a body language that whatever comes my way, I'm ready, right? So you got to show off with your body language. The second thing you have to do is show off that attitude with your actions, okay? You're running liners and, everybody's like, not another one. Be the player that's lined up and ready to go. Go ahead, coach. Blow the whistle again. Come on. I dare you, because you can't make it tough enough on me. I'm ready. I'm ready for that next liner, okay? Not being the player that complains. We've been running for the last half an hour. We've been running this drill for the last half an hour. Come on, isn't this enough? Don't be that player, okay? Be the player that is ready to go, okay? Be the player that comes into the gym and sustains high energy the entire practice. That includes pre-practice, before practice, that includes throughout practice. Be the player that shows off your mental toughness with high energy, especially during those times, whether it's a practice or a game or a scrimmage or a condition, whatever it is, that everybody else is like, how can you have high energy, right? Like, this sucks. Yeah, might suck, but you can't make things tough enough for me. I'm mentally tough. Okay? So show it off through your body language, show it off through your actions, and you will be surprised if you have not been one of those coaches' favorites in the past. Coaches love mentally tough players. Coaches love players that you can't make it tough enough for them. And that is one way that you can stand out. I hope this was helpful. If it was, give me a like, give me a comment below if this is going to help you going into the season to maybe, start a relationship with a new coach, or maybe mend one that wasn't so great last year. Leave me a comment below. And until next week, remember to play hard, play smart, and play together. See you next week.